Card Evolution in level 15 only came out a few days ago, but someone is already fully maxed. Royal API created a leaderboard. You can see here card collection, player stats, and this guy with an invisible name, Royal API marked it on the website as an empty name, already has all 109 wild cards upgraded. If you click on his profile and scroll down, you can see on his card collection, he has every single card in the game, all 109 at level 15 elite. In this video, I'm going to be going over how much money he spent, the community reaction, and there's another crazy twist to this story that I have to show you guys too. I made a tweet saying, okay, this is crazy. This guy's smart for being nameless. The community would be harassing him like crazy if he weren't. You guys know how brutal Reddit and Twitter can be. So if this guy had a name, people would probably be going after him. But it turns out he actually does have a name. And I'm confirming here this is not a dev account. People probably saw this and thought, surely this is Supercell or something spending all this money to max all the cards to show that, you know, their data proves that people want level 15. But OJ replied and said it is not a dev account, just someone who hates money. So this confirms someone actually did dump all their money to max to level 15. And this is where things get pretty interesting. So you can see Royal API made a tweet and said within less than 48 hours after the update, the player previously known as Neo. So his name was Neo. The question is, did he change his name before he went on the spending spree with the sole goal of trying to remain anonymous? But clearly that didn't work out because Royal API was able to identify the previous name. He's the first fully maxed elite player. Rumor has it he has unlocked the card of cards, aka the almighty credit card. Apparently Royal API is also going to be giving Neo a special achievement. It says here, for a game that's been around for more than 7 years, there isn't a whole lot of firsts. For this achievement, the player previously known as Neo will get a special custom achievement to be added on Royal API. But then here's where things get very, very strange. This is the twist I was talking to you guys about. So I translated this tweet for you. The person who improved all his cards to 15 created a clan explaining a few things. Technically, I spent around 25,000, but got it back by automatically reimbursing it legally. Don't jump to conclusions. So in other words, the guy who maxed all the cards, shortly after he did that, he made a clan titled Reed and then said, technically, I did spend about 25,000, but get it automatically refunded back in a legal way. Don't jump to conclusions. So, oh my goodness, he basically just confirmed too that he spent 25,000, but the question is, how is he getting this money refunded? Is this going to mean he's going to have negative gems? Does this mean he's going to get banned by Supercell? Like, what the heck does this even mean? And since he himself confirmed he spent around 25,000, it's pretty safe to assume he used Legendary King's Chest to upgrade his account, which means he's pretty stupid because he wasted a lot of money. As you can see from this chart, if he instead bought Fortune Chests, he would have saved about $6,000 right there. And then if he went ahead and did Lightning Chests, he would have saved a whole $10,000. So not only did he fully max his account, which isn't necessary to do because all you really need in Clash Royale is to have maybe 2 or 3 decks upgraded, and level 15 isn't even coming out until early next year anyway on Path of Legends. So not only was he dumb to upgrade all the cards, he did it the most expensive way he could have too. But apparently he got all the money back and did what he said he was going to do, get it refunded in a legal way, whatever that means, because he made a new clan that's titled Supercell Got Scammed. You can see on the post it says this player is now refunded all the money he has invested into elite levels, leading to negative 106 million gems. And you can see from the comments, this guy went from being a villain to a hero in 2 days. He is the hero we needed, but I think Supercell will ban him soon because they will ban people with negative gems. I mean, he's definitely gonna get banned. That's pretty obvious. And this is another post here just showing what the bio was of the clan Supercell Got Scammed, confirming they have all the right to give me negative gems, meaning he did end up refunding, I guess, all the money he spent. And in this next image, this will prove that it is his account that was linked to all these clans. You can see it's a picture here that contains all of his clans he was in recently together, and you see that Reed clan I originally showed and their Supercell Got Scammed clan together in the same picture. And as you can see, he was actually in a clan at one point called I'm the Data. And that clan right there might just show what Neo's true intentions were buying all those gems and making the clans. It might have been to troll Clash Royale, because as you guys can see from this Reddit post, according to our data with the clown emoji, when I'm in a data competition and my opponent is Drew, what this post or meme is referring to is the community manager said the data is what shows that people want level 15. So this guy might have been playing on that, making that clan titled I'm the Data to kind of make a joke and say like, look, on the data showing that everyone wants level 15 to end up just refunding all the money to completely troll Supercell and make the community get a good laugh out of this whole situation. And this is what other people are saying too. Did he do it just to make a point? Revealed how Data, aka Neo, maxed elite level his account for $0 in his own words. After upgrading all the cards to elite levels level 15, the data, again in quotes, has created multiple clans and written her story in the clan description. This can be seen clan history on API. It gives the tag there. This is how he did it. He spent 25,000 on gems, spent the gems on chests. We know that those are legendary king's chests due to the cost rate, as I already showed you guys. He upgraded them level 15, and he gets the 25,000 refunded. He has a negative gem balance, and he makes a point. And then, in their own words, technically I did about 25,000, but I get it automatically refunded back in legal aid. Don't jump to conclusions. They have the right to give me negative gems. So now that everyone knows what happened, people are praising this guy because apparently he was boycotting against level 15. We didn't know that at the start. We thought this was just some whale. But now people have a different interpretation of the whole thing. You can see this guy's like barges in, scams Supercell out of 25 grand, refuses to elaborate further, leaves. And everyone's just like, true Chad, true Chad, true Chad, true Chad. Kind of what you'd expect on Reddit, to be honest. Alright guys, and while we're on the topic of data, let me show you a post from a couple days ago from one of the official community managers, Max, and prove to you guys that Supercell bases pretty much all of their decisions off of data, why it's not a good thing, and also why this specific post relates to everything I was talking about in this video about this guy maxing all his cards to level 15. Anyway, some of this is already obvious. As some of you know, they said they added more levels for more progression. And they try to argue different players equal to different needs. And then here's what they do to try to justify them adding level 15. They show a graph of the daily users, and they show this is the champions update, and they show red line is when some players started to leave the game. So basically showing the champion update was good for the game, them adding champions and level 14. But then they say this, if you're an active skill player, you should be able to have at least 8 cards at elite level in 6 months, which is when it will be added to Path of Legends. To give a visual representation of what we want to achieve, here's a rough representation of what card distribution looks like for a typical player. So it shows here you slowly get it over time, basically, right? And then it says we want every player to look something like this. So it basically shows everything being equal and people slowly progress, right? This is what it says. We want to encourage you to get your evolution level 14 and then slowly work towards getting your cards elite level. Slowly work towards it. But here's the problem. With what we just showed, this video, what I just showed the whole time, that guy maxed all his cards to level 15 to prove a point. We know now that there's a very high chance he was just trolling Supercell. But what he's basically showing is what whales are going to be doing over the next few months, getting ready for level 15. People are just going to dump a ton of money on the game. They think people are just going to slowly over time max their deck, but that's why people are so scared of level 15. We know there's going to be some millionaires or just people addicted to the game or just people who want to get an unfair advantage who are just going to max all their cards to level 15, dumping tens of thousands of dollars on the game. We know that that's going to happen because it already happened 2 days after the update. So let me know what you guys think about all this.